We are a second-class component city with more or less 130,000 inhabitants in 18 barangays. We have been guided by our formula: political will, self-reliance, innovativeness, people participation, and transparency. This, coupled with our 20-master development plan, which we revisit every year, so as update every year, makes San Carlos what it is today. As mayor of this beautiful city of San Carlos, it is indeed very rewarding, but very challenging as well. The government in San Carlos is owned by the city of San Carlos. I was elected to manage the affairs of government with my fellow city officials and us all in government. It is therefore now our responsibility to be transparent and accountable to all of us here in San Carlos. That's why we are very challenged to be transparent, to have integrity in our governance in this beautiful city. It is a shame that all levels of government have always been linked to graft and corruption. It is a great challenge for us in government, especially us elected officials and my fellow workers in government, to adhere to good governance, transparency, and efficiency. That's why when we were invited to be part of the project i4J, we immediately embraced the idea because we want integrity in the services and governance in our beloved city of San Carlos.
Project i4J is short for Partnerships for Integrity and Jobs. Local governments and civil society cooperate for integrity, transparent, and effective small business registration and promotion procedures. We consider ourselves lucky to have been chosen to pilot this integrity project, and we look forward that what we did here in San Carlos for integrity will be replicated to as many local government units in the entire Philippines. When we signed up for Project i4J, several trainings were conducted for the leveling off of expectations. There was an external and internal assessment. The external assessment was done through a focus group discussion and in-depth interviews with various stakeholders. The internal assessment was done by the civil servants during their training. There was also a training for the political officials, including the barangay officials. These trainings were highlighted by the signing of the Integrity Pledge. Likewise, our civil society and the business sector were also trained, and thereafter they also signed the Integrity Pledge. At the conclusions of this training, a technical working group was constituted whose main function is to draft the integrity mechanisms and the models for effective business registration and promotion procedures. Likewise, a multi-sectoral body called the Integrity Circle is also formed. This is composed of members from the local government unit, from the civil society organizations, and from the business sector. The main function of the IC is to monitor the implementation of these integrity mechanisms.
Civil society organizations, also known as non-governmental organizations, are important players in the advancement of universal values around human rights, the environment, and anti-corruption. As global market integration as well as local economy promotion has advanced, the CSO's roles have gained particular importance in aligning and balancing economic activities with social and environmental priorities. Civil society organizations are an integral part of the government's development program, especially after the passage of the Local Government Code. Their perspectives, expertise, and partnership-building capabilities are indispensable in the evolution and impact of government programs. Civil society organizations have an important role to play in spearheading the community response, in promoting integrity in governance, and in particular to mobilize, empower, and support communities to respond effectively to inculcating integrity in governance and society.
As much as the government is accountable to its constituents, we, the workers in the private sector, are also accountable to our respective company stockholders or owners. So with the integrity initiatives sprouting from the government, the business sector is benefited and assured of fairness, transparency, and objectiveness in all its transactions and dealings with the government. Existing business investors here in the city are assured that their investments are safe with the LGU's good governance and favorable policies, which in turn, prospective investors are encouraged to enter into new ventures here in the city. This integrity initiative of the city emanates good governance, which can radiate, influence every sector in its surroundings, especially the business sector, which, as we all know, is also susceptible to corruption and fraud. This results to a strong and reciprocal relationship between the city and the businesses, thereby promoting economic growth and sustainable jobs, resulting to a balanced benefits to the city and its constituents and to the businesses and its owners.
Our city of San Carlos is not new to good governance. It's not new to transparency. That's why the League of Cities of the Philippines and the European Union have chosen our city to be the pilot city in the Visayas in this program of integrity in the workplace. It is now our commitment and our responsibility to be a good example to others, so that not only here in San Carlos, but to other cities as well, we will have more integrity, more good governance, more efficiency in the workplace, not only in the government, but in the government and other partners as well. As the local chief executive, the mayor of the city of San Carlos, it is my commitment, it is my responsibility to lead by example, to come on time, to efficiently do my work, to be transparent, to have integrity in the workplace. I, with my fellow city officials, my fellow workers in government, and our partners from the private sector, the religious sector, the civil society organizations have to work together so that as one, we can work for a more efficient, more transparent, more integrity, not only in the government, but in the whole San Carlos as well. So let's continue to work together to help each other for the better future of the beautiful city of San Carlos. Vamos San Carlos!